So hello everyone and welcome in another TryHackMe video. In today's video we're going to go through Advent of Cyber Day 2. The topic is log analysis. I would like to start with a description of the task and then we can go through the whole task. So Santa Security Operations Center SSOC has noticed one of their web servers, santagift.sop, has been hijacked by the Bandit Yeti APT group. FMacBlue's task is to analyze the log files captured from the web server to understand what is happening and track down the Bandit Yeti APT group. So the learning objectives of this task are learning what log files are and why they're useful, understanding what valuable information log files can contain, understanding some common locations these log files can be found, use some basic Linux commands to start analyzing log files for valuable information, and help FMacBlue track down the Bandit Yeti APT group. So what are log files and why are they useful? Log files are files that can contain historical records of events and other data from an application. Some common examples of the events that you may find in a log file are login attempts or failures, traffic on a network, things, websites, URLs, files, etc. that have been accessed, password changes, application errors used in debugging, and many more. By making a historical record of events that have happened, log files are extremely important pieces of evidence when investigating. What has happened? When has it happened? Where has it happened? Who did it? Were they successful? And what is the result of this action? So I would like to skip this part and go directly here. What does a log file look like? So log files come in all shapes and sizes. However, a useful log will contain at least some of the following attributes. First of all, a timestamp of the event, like when the event happened, a date and a time. Secondly, the name of the service that is generating the log file. Was it SSH? Was it HTTP? And third, the actual event, the service logs. So down below, we can see common location of log files. In Windows, we can see that Windows features are an inbuilt application that allows us to access historical records of events that happen. The event viewer is illustrated in the picture below. As you can see, using event viewer, we can see the Windows logs for application, security setup, system, forwarded events, and so on. I want to skip this part again because I'm using a Linux distribution, so I'm gonna need the Linux log folder. Probably most of you are also using a Linux distribution. So on this flavor of Linux operating system log files, and often software specific such as Apache 2, are located within the var log directory. We can use the ls in the var log directory to list all the log files located on the system. As you can see in the example below, we're in the folder var log, and we listed all the log files, all the files contained in containing the folder containing in var /log. So I want to skip this part again and go down to grep 101. So grep is a really important tool if you are looking for something on the system. So grep is a command dedicated to searching for a given text in a file. Grep takes a given input, a text or value, and searches the entire file for any text that matches our input. Before using grep, we have to find the location of the log file that we want to search for. By default, grep will use your current working directory. You can find out what your current working directory is by using pwd. For example, in the terminal below, where we are in the working directory, home cmnatic AOC 2022 day 2. So I would like to go to the practical part of this task and start answering questions. So as you can see, I deployed already my machine here on the task. So ensure you're connected to the deployable machine in this task. We are not connected yet because, as you can read here, the machine should launch in a split screen view. If it does not, you will need to press the blue Show Split Screen button near the top right of this page. So since we can't see any split screen, we have to go up and press Show Split View. As you can see, this is from the first task. And here is my machine deployed by the task number 2, day number 2, basically task number 7, if I'm not mistaken. So here is the terminal of the server. We have to click here completed because we're not connected. We have deployed the machine. Now we're going to connect immediately using SSH. So SSH, or Secure Cell, is a tool that we're going to use to connect to our server. So basically what you see right now is a terminal, but it's not the server. It's just a terminal that we're going to use to connect to the server. It's another computer that we're going to use to connect to the server, to the computer that we want to exploit, let's say. Not really exploit, because we're looking for log files, so there's no exploit. There's nothing to exploit. So as you can see, the IP address is this one. So we're going to copy it and write, to connect, we need to write SSH and paste. It's not working because yes, I don't have the full screen, so I'm just gonna write it down. So 44113. So SSH 10.10.44.113. So here you type yes, and here we need to put the password. So as you can see, we're going to connect as elfmacblue. We have the username here. It would be nice if we had also specified the username that we want to connect as, but it's the default anyways. So we didn't need to do it. So now I'm gonna write my password, the password to connect as elfmacblue. As you can see, now I'm typing, but you can't really see me typing on the computer because that's how the terminal works. And now we press enter. Permission denied, please try again. Okay, so probably I typed something wrong. TryHackMe, exclamation mark. Okay, so now we are in. As you can see, I'm the user elfmacblue on day 2 log analysis server. I'm gonna type pwd to check which is the working directory at the moment. So I'm in home elfmacblue. It's my user's directory. So I'm gonna press ls, and you can see that we find ssh d.log and webserver.log. The second question is, use the els command to list the files present in the current directory. How many log files are present? So we just did it. So we're gonna say 2 because there are 2 files. elfmacskitty managed to capture the logs generated by the web server. What is the name of this log file? So I'm guessing that the log file of the web server is going to be webserver.log. So I'm going to type webserver.log. And yes, this is the answer. This is the file that we need. Begin investigating the log file from question 3 to answer the following questions. So here we click completed. On what day was Santa's naughty nice list stolen? So we're looking for the naughty nice list in the webserver.log file. So here we're gonna need to use grep because we know that we're looking for a specific file, and we need the day of this file. So if I go here, I'm gonna type grep quote naughty and nice, and then we're gonna do webserver.log. So now it's looking for naughty nice in webserver.log, but there are no results here for some reason. I'm just gonna, I don't know if I did something wrong. Naughty, yes. So naughty was more than enough, as it seems. So naughty James is a file that we have found on the log file. As you can see, we have a GET request from HTTP for Naughty James. We just suppose that this is the file that we're looking for, and it was stolen on the 18th of November. So 18th of November, if we go on the calendar, you can see it right now. I'm going to my calendar. You can also go to yours, and you can see that on November, on the 18th of November, the day was Friday. So if I go here and type Friday, we see that this is the correct answer. So the file was stolen on Friday. So what is the IP address of the attacker? So if we look closer to the result of grep naughty webserver.log, we can see that there is a file and there is also the IP address that requested this file. So we're going to copy this. And okay, we didn't copy this one, so I need to type it again because I can't copy something right now. So we're gonna copy it here, and as you can see, let me clear this. And as you can see, this is the correct answer because the IP address of the attacker was the IP that requested for the file. So for the ones that sorry for that. So for the ones that didn't have the time to check the previous task, I'm going to do it again. Webserver.log. Okay, so this is the result of the command grep naughty webserver.log. We see the IP address of the attacker because this is the IP address that requested Naughty James. Okay, so now what is the name of the important list that an attacker stole from Santa? Okay, so we're going to be using grep list.txt because we know there is an extension here. There's an extension on the answer. So if we type grep list.txt for the file webserver.log, we see that we get santaslist.txt. And if we type it here, santaslist.txt, this is the correct answer. So this is the important list. So look through the log files for the flag. The format of the flag is THM and the curly braces. So I'm gonna look here, THM and this on webserver.log. So we find nothing, but it didn't specify if it has to be the web server log file or the SSH log file, because it says look through the log files. So maybe we need to try the other file, which is sshd.log. Okay, still we find nothing because the curly braces should be here because the curly braces contain something. So it should be either the beginning or the end. So if I type grep TryHackMe THM in quotes for sshd.log, I get this this flag here. So let me do it again. So grep THM sshd.log. So you can see that the flag is THM stolen Santa's list curly brace. That was it basically. If you're interested in log analysis, TryHackMe recommends Windows Event Logs or Endpoint Security Monitoring Module. You can check both. We're not going to cover any of these in this video. If you want me to do any of these, you can comment down below. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe for more. I'm going to keep on with a series of Advent of Cyber. See you in the next video.